only here to visit the birthplace of Rainier cherries, Adam Carolla!
Get it on, man. Thanks for coming out tonight. Yeah, get it the fuck on. We'll bring Brian and Gina on in a couple of moments. I thought I'd just talk for a moment at the beginning. I drove in from Spokane this afternoon, this morning, this whatever, and we were crossing the Vantage Bridge. You guys know where that is? You have a nice gorge, guys, pretty gorge. But we all had to go to the bathroom, so we pulled into this Chevron station, which is up at the top on the other side of the bridge, and saw something you never see in Los Angeles, which is a sign in the door saying, "Go ahead and use the bathroom, it's unlocked." Los Angeles, you don't get that. You go and talk to a guy behind 4 inches of bulletproof lucite, and then he yells, "What is?" You know, and you go, I got to use, "You must pump 700 gallons of gas." And like, I just got to take a leak. Buy 300 Snicker bars. 70 packs of cigarettes. There's my mic working okay. Anyway, we went to the bathroom door and it was locked. And there was no one really else at the gas station except for one car, but evidently they got there 40 seconds before we did. And then there's that thing. You know when someone's in the bathroom before you kind of put them on a clock? And the clock basically has 2 settings. Taking a piss. Taking a dump is down on the bottom. And once you get to minute 7, the clock is pointing toward taking a dump. And the bathroom is windowless. And it's 5 square feet. And sure enough, this plucky white dude came out of there with a shit-eating grin, although I wish he had eaten what had come out of him. And Mike said, I was traveling with August, he said, we could double up. And I got one nostril across that threshold. And I was like, no can do, pardon the pun. That guy's do is driving me out into the parking lot. But unfortunately, I had already set my clock on, I'm taking a piss now. You know that move where you're pulling up, you see the 76 station or the Chevron station, you see there's a bathroom, it's got a door, and you go, all right, it's on now. I've just set a clock, and the clock basically goes, I have 97 seconds to take a piss, and there's no negotiating. Now, we could have driven another 40 miles, but I already set the clock. It's go time. I will piss myself. So I stood out by the door walking in circles. This guy had completely destroyed the bathroom. I would argue the road is for peeing, not for shitting, right? You do that at home. That's your business. That's your place. You have your toilet seats all broken in. You have your special brew of coffee. Take care of fucking business. Don't do your offloading out on the road. But anyway, he destroyed the bathroom. Mike announced he's going in, and then announced he used to work at a government hospital, so he was ready for anything. Literally said that, and he went in. I said, I'm not going anywhere. He went in, he came out. I did a move where I went full Wim Hof outside that place. Like, in through the nose, out, get the oxygen buried down deep into the fibers of the lungs, and then went in and took the fastest, hardest piss of my life. It's interesting the shades of red your face will turn if you're holding your breath, simultaneously pissing as hard as you possibly can. Like, literally, I had both hands pushing my abdomen, it's like squeezing the piss out of myself, popped out, took a huge breath of fresh air, and saw that guy fucking topping off his Toyota, just looking at me like, yeah. Suck it in, Ace Man. And by the way, like a coal miner's lungs, that shit'll be there. When they do the autopsy on me after I hit my head tonight in the hotel room. Too soon. I love Bob, but when they do the autopsy, they will find parts of this guy's ass in my lungs. They will. He'll get a knock on the door in 3 days, like, we suspect foul play. We found some of your DNA inside a Corolla. What's up? Oh, no, I just shit up the Chevron station. Okay. Can we get a statement? I don't know if you guys are like me. We left LAX yesterday. Flew out to Seattle and then into Tacoma. You guys notice that people used to be dumb and have difficulty following directions, but now they're dumb and tuned out. I think it's COVID or their computer, their phone, or whatever it is. So they were formerly dumb and didn't understand basic English commands, but now they're dumb and completely checked out. So we were, Mike and I were at the bar at LAX, like by the Alaska Airlines terminal. And he said, "You want a drink?" I said, "Yeah, I'll get a drink." So Mike didn't want a drink. So we walked up and we said to the guy, "Just give me a vodka soda with a lemon wedge." And he went, "Double?" And I went, "No, just vodka soda lemon wedge." And he said, "Yeah, okay." And then he gave us 2 drinks because he said the word double. I didn't say the word double. He said double, and he put 2 drinks down there. And then we said, we just ordered the 1 drink. And he said, no, you ordered 2 drinks. And there are 2 of us, so I understand why that could be confusing if you're fucking dumb and you're checked out. But the only words that came out of my mouth is 1 vodka soda. And then he didn't know what to do. And then at a certain point, he went, "Oh, okay." And then he went and charged us for it. And then he charged us for 2 drinks. And then when Mike said, "No, we only ordered 1 drink," he did this move. He took the 1 drink and hid it behind the counter. Because that's our move. We go to the airport 7:45 in the morning, order 2 overpriced drinks, haggle them down to 1, and then Mike grabs the 1 and sprints through the terminal with it, laughing like a maniac. And then we go home. We don't have any flights. I was talking to Dr. Drew today. Yeah, I was. And I had this notion. You guys tell me what you think. I think you can, there's a lot of trying to figure out how smart and how dumb people are, and a lot of like IQ tests and other ways and measurements of trying to measure a person's intelligence, right? I think you can measure their intelligence based on their answers to questions. So think about it. Anyone can memorize something or load up the teleprompter or read someone else's intelligence words and make it their own and then regurgitate it to you. But it's when somebody says to you, "Hey, X, Y, and Z," your answer. It's right on the spot. You don't know what they were going to say. And we all know dumb people provide dumb fucking answers, right? Because that's what kids do, right? Like, when you got a 7-year-old and you go into the kitchen and there's a glass of milk spilled and you go, "Did you spill this glass of milk?" They go, "Somebody spilled it." Because they're fucking 7 and they're dumb, essentially, right? Yes, okay. So I was thinking it's all in the answers. And then I was thinking about Los Angeles. We have a mayor named Garcetti. And we have a governor named Newsom. And but think about how they answer questions. Like, they both they've been beating the shit out of everyone to wear a mask everywhere for the last 2 years, and then they go to the Rams game, and neither one of them is wearing masks, and they're confronted on it, and one guy goes, I hold my breath when I take pictures. Also, I talk out of my ass all the time, and I've now learned to breathe out of it as well. It does make sense if you can talk out of your ass. Logic would suggest you could breathe out of it as well. But so you have one guy whose answer is, now, an intelligent person would be, yeah, I got busted, sorry, I understand. It's hypocritical. Everyone should wear a mask. I took mine off momentarily, and I'm sorry about that. But now, we got the mayor saying he holds his breath. The governor is suggesting it's okay because he had his in his hand. He had his mask in his hand. I hope he never takes up welding. Fucking hair's gonna be on fire. But these are the answers these two provided, and I realize that's stupid, right? That's the definition of stupid, giving stupid fucking answers. Because that's not in the teleprompter. Nobody's worked that one out in advance. You're just being asked a question and you're coming up with no answer. I mean, remember Kamala Harris was interviewed, like, what's going on at the border, Kamala? Have you been to the border? We've been to the border. You've been to the border? I haven't been to the border. Well, you said you've been to the border. Well, I haven't been to Europe either. What's the difference? That means you're stupid, right? Your answers mean you're stupid because you're talking to smart people who now know you're dumb. Hey, Chris, do we have that, my favorite Gavin Newsom answer on the leaving California? I don't know where Chris is.
I got it.
You got it. All right, so this I've played on my podcast a time or two, but really just think about this for an answer. This is Gavin Newsom talking to some progressive radio chick, because he will not talk to me anymore, but he'll talk to people who agree with him. But this is a person saying to him, what about everyone leaving California? What about it, Gavin? What do you think? What are you doing to prevent that? What are your thoughts on it? There's two parts. So the first part is, she wants to know, and he gives his first answer. Let's just break this down in terms of IQ. Go ahead, Chris.
Former Governor Brown said it best, where the hell are you going to go? And, I love Texas. Don't get me wrong.
Is that the new California motto? Where the hell are you going to go?
I don't know, but he said it. But it was an interesting point because
All
where
right,
are you...
Pause it for a second. He said, it's like Governor Brown, former Governor Brown said, where the hell are you going to go? And she said, well, you can go to Texas. And he goes, yeah, I know, that's what Governor Brown said. I didn't say it. That's fucking retarded. Don't quote people you disagree with, idiot. Sorry, I went a little more head on that, Chris, but all right. We'll continue. Let's play it back from the top. Sorry.
Former Governor Brown said it best, where the hell are you going to go? And, I love Texas. Don't get me wrong.
Is that the new California motto? Where the hell are you going to go?
I don't know, but he said it. But it was an interesting point because where are you going to get so many of the other things in the balance sheet?
You are aware that I've lived there for 2 decades, essentially. And this is the first time I've had people really talking about not being there and not that they could figure it out somewhere else. I don't think that's true. I think they can figure out where they're going to go.
Yeah, and then that means, but it's not a zero-sum game.
Don't know what that means.
Okay, I have a friend who just went to Utah. Beautiful. It may be the right thing for him. They've made a ton of money. They have the ability to take their kids out of public school into private school, and they're doing that. And, I imagine they're not going to turn their back forever on California.
Okay. So, why are people living in California? Hey, let me tell you about an affluent couple who left California. So we're even. The guy's a fucking retard. He literally talks about a couple who left for Utah and are enjoying themselves in Utah now. That's his answer to what are we going to do about people fleeing California. Oh, God, let's see. One last thing. I think we might be on the brink of a little war in the Ukraine. Seems like, right? Could be going down the next couple days. People think maybe after the Olympics. I do like we're kind of basing our warring decisions on the Olympics now. As soon as we figure out who's won the curling competition, then we'll see how many innocent lives we can destroy. But they're thinking, or maybe we'll wait till after the Olympics, and then he makes his move. But then I kind of realized, I think Putin is sort of a bully and kind of a maniac bully, you know what I mean? And I think he responds to bullies and or weakness and perceived weakness. And I was just saying this, like, say what you will about Trump, but I think Putin thought he was a maniac, and that scared him a little bit. And I'm just saying, let's just see if we can shrink it down. Like if you had a neighbor, you got two neighbors, right? And you got to fight one of them. One of them wears a mask alone on the beach. The other grabs a hot mic and screams, "Drink bleach" into it. Who you fighting? You're fighting the fucking mask guy. That's all. That's my take on what's going on right now. All right. Shall we bring Gina and Bryan onto the show? We'll play a little Rotten Tomatoes game. We'll see how the internet is going, because it's always a shit show when we try to do this at these clubs. I don't know why. Oh, there they are. Gina and Bryan.
Hey now.
Hey, that sounds good, Bryan.
You sound great. We listened to the whole thing, and we're still here.
All right. Well, we'll see if the internet holds up. Last night in Spokane, it crashed about a half hour in, but hopefully we'll keep it going tonight. There you go. There. Well, we'll get it in between. All right. So we got some.
If it crashes during the Rotten Tomatoes game, I just want the audience to know that I won.
Fuck you.
So we will be playing the Rotten Tomatoes game as well. I don't know, you guys. I have, and Chris, here's something I'd like Gina and Bryan to weigh in on. There's a song I was playing on the podcast called Run, Joey, Run, which is a song we broke down the game film of The World's Worst Dad. He beats the crap out of his underage daughter. She's banging some 21-year-old, gets the gun, is going to kill him, ends up killing the daughter instead. And during our 7-hour ride that Mike said he was going to do in 4 hours, we decided to play Run, Joey, Run on the Spotify, but we also found there was a Wilson Pickett song called Run, Joey, Run, or Run, Joey, which was the same theme. Bryan?
Okay.
Not a cover?
Not a cover, and a Wilson Pickett song which came out before Run, Joey, Run came out, which means yet another case of the white man picking the black man's pocket.
That's right.
And cashing that check. And it's weird. So the hit song, and Chris, I don't know if you can play the one that we played, the hit song, but it's Run, Joey, Run, and it came out in 1975. Oh, here it is. And then I'll play the Wilson Pickett, big R&B singer from the 60s. All right, here it is. You want to sing along, go ahead. This is going to be my new karaoke jam, by the way. Dad's pissed. Dad's one of those weird dads who doesn't like his 14-year-olds violated. He's weird that way. We'll get into the chorus and then I'll play you Wilson Pickett. Run, Joey, run, Joey, run. All right, so this is the whitest guy on the planet from 1975. But what we found on Mike's Spotify is from 1971, Wilson Pickett did not this song, but a song called Run, Joey, which had the same theme to it. And I don't know if anyone got paid royalties or how it worked. Do we have that one, Chris? Well, he's telling Joey he's got to run because Papa's got a gun, which is the exact same song as Run, Joey, Run. By the way, you know what's racist? We were in the car. And I was like, well, there's all three of us. It was me, Chris, and Mike. And I was like, when did Wilson Pickett die? And I was like, I don't know. OD'd on heroin in 1975 or shot by an overnight desk clerk at a cheap motel or something. I don't know, 1978. No, he lived till 2006. Turns out we're just racist. Sometimes they die of old age, you know, it happens. It's not all shot by a girlfriend or the chick behind the counter at the motel or got a bad bag of heroin. Sometimes they see their 75th birthday, but...
Your own father.
Yeah.
So, what is your take on Run, Joey, Run, Papa's Got a Gun, Wilson Pickett? Did it influence Run, Joey, Run, the white version? What is the connection? Is there restitution that needs to be made?
Can you hear us? Check, check, yes?
Yes.
Okay, my guess is, I'm furiously doing research and coming up with nothing, but I think that maybe it's like a Sloop John B situation with the Beach Boys where it's like a traditional like Mississippi blues song and like got interpreted over the years many times and thus no royalties are owed.
Gina?
Sounds like a loop. Yeah, it sounds like a loophole that the white man loves
Yeah.
to bring up.
That's right.
Then he went full Elvis on this poor guy, and absolutely restitution is owed.
All right. Well, one more thing for me to do before I hit the grave. All right. Shall we play a little Rotten Tomatoes? You guys know how the game is played? We will accept help from the studio audience, which is you. Go ahead.
Listen to that noise. That's a high falsetto voice. That can only mean one thing, and you can feel it.
Got some names of flicks, and the game makes their picks. Guessing if it's rotten or fresh.
If you guess it exactly, we'll get a bonus 5.
It's the Rotten Tomatoes game. You know how we do it. Give me the Rotten Tomatoes game. Now it's time to play it.
All right. Well, in honor of Adam's multiple shows within the state of Washington this weekend, tonight's theme is movies featuring Denzel Washington.
I love it. I like it. I like it a lot.
As of this recording, Denzel has been nominated for 10 Oscars across 5 different decades. He's won twice, including his role as a veteran police officer escorting a rookie on his first day with the LAPD's Dangerous Narcotics Unit, co-starring Ethan Hawke and directed by Antoine Fuqua.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Close enough.
From 2001, Training Day.
All right. Well, this is a gritty movie, good movie. Critics like this movie. They like this performance a lot. So there's no doubt we got an 85 plus type score here, maybe 83 type plus. But are we into the 90s? How much into the 90s are we? A lot of violence.
Adam, have you seen this, Adam?
Yes.
Gina?
Yeah, many times. Brian, not a fan?
No, this is a good movie.
I had a full-blown panic attack in the movie theater when I saw this, when he starts tripping after he realizes he smoked crack, because I was up against the wall and I couldn't get out. And I was already prone to anxiety because Jew. And watching him have respond that way to crack really fucked me up. PCP, thank you.
So, all right, it's high. How high is it? High, but a lot of violence. Sometimes that brings it down a little. I say the critics loved it at 93.
I went a little lower. It's uneven. It's got some weird coincidences that you have to really suspend your disbelief, but still good. 81.
You're right about that. I assume you're talking about the girl in the alley and how that all wraps up.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. But I love this movie. I said 91.
Training Day is not as high as Ethan Hawke was after smoking PCP. It is simply fresh at 73%.
Oh, wow, people had it at 89. I guess it was all about Denzel's performance. Okay, off to a shaky start. Here we go. I gave it the black bump.
Denzel and Ethan Hawke reunited 15 years later for yet another movie directed by Antoine Fuqua. This time, a remake of a very famous Western, an eclectic group of gunslingers recruited to take down a greedy industrialist and his ruthless henchmen. Co-starring Chris Pratt, Vincent D'Onofrio, and Peter Sarsgaard from 2016, The Magnificent Seven.
Never saw it.
I forgot this happened.
Oh, man. So this is a remake, right?
That's right.
Hey, how does that guy pronounce his last name? Is it really Fuqua?
Fuqua.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
Dawson.
Yeah, I'm just reading the script, man.
No, I know. You missed. Don't you guys think Dawson missed his calling as a 70s junior high PE coach who mispronounces everyone's fucking name and then just smokes out in the yard while people are running laps?
Dawson is Leonard Skinner.
That's right. That it was you would be the perfect 1977 PE coach who mispronounces everyone's name.
Hey, fuckwad, get over that wall.
That's right. Hey, fuckwad, that rope ain't gonna climb itself. You flick a cigarette at his ass.
Dodgeball.
Fuckwad, I'll use this fucking cigarette and light the goddamn rope. You'll get the fuck up it. All right, we haven't heard of this, or this movie's, they're gonna pay, it's a classic except for the remake wasn't, and now they're in trouble, right, Brian?
I don't know. I saw bits and pieces of this on like HBO or something, and it's very stylized. It's very modern. It's very diverse. Huge cast. Ethan Hawke, of course, and Denzel, and everyone's notable. I didn't see enough of it to know if it was any good.
Oh, boy. All right. I haven't heard anything about this movie. I know nothing. Just it's nothing. They remade it. It had to be bad. 43.
Oh, boy.
I went a little higher, but close at 55.
Well, I don't think you're allowed to give this a bad score, so I said 79.
Oh, my.
The Magnificent Seven is fresh.
Yeah.
At 64%.
Right in the middle.
What did you say, 75?
79.
Well, tapping into our techno fears of the late 1990s, our next film centers around a new virtual reality program that created a computer-generated being modeled after hundreds of deranged criminals that manages to escape into the real world. Russell Crowe plays the psycho, and Denzel plays the former cop recruited to stop him from 1995, Virtuosity.
Russell Crowe steals the show.
Saw it in the
Anybody see
theater.
this? Oh
You
my
did?
God.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was right at the end of my civilian life. Like, what I'm saying is like somewhere around 95, I got kind
Dude, you
of.
can see on the poster, it's August 4th, 1995.
Yeah, I got into show business and I had to fucking work at some point. I know it sounds like the opposite, but I used to teach a morning boxing class, do a little carpentry. I was kind of in charge of my own schedule, and I could steal away and go see a matinee if I wanted to. And I saw this one with my old roommate Ralph in the movie theater. As I recall, I remember kind of liking it, but I don't remember if it was a good movie or not. So Russell, this is Russell Crowe's kind of coming out party, right, Brian?
Oh yeah, big time. He was 5 years till Gladiator, and then wherever the Hollywood one, the old timey Hollywood one with Kim Basinger.
Yeah, L.A. Confidential. or
That's the
something?
one. Thank you. Yes,
all right.
that's it.
All right. I don't know if this movie was good or not. I'll just go. No, I got a guy here who's playing along. He's keeping score. He's writing stuff down.
Put your phone down, sir.
He says no. Oh, they're gambling on it. I got two guys gambling on it. I say 57.
I actually went lower at 41.
Wow, yeah, you saw this in the theater, but you were also eating granola with apple juice at the time, so I can't trust that. I said 39.
Virtuosity is rotten at 32%.
Oh my God. I'm out of this game, man.
I needed that.
I need a Gina Grad big score here. Big score.
Well, Denzel collaborated with director Tony Scott on 5 different films, beginning with this Cold War thriller about a veteran submarine captain butting heads with a young lieutenant as they try to stop a worldwide Armageddon, co-starring Gene Hackman, Viggo Mortensen, and James Gandolfini. Also from 1995, Crimson Tide.
We just talked about this.
Yeah, this is a good movie, right, Brian?
I love this. It's very fun. I don't know, the critics were nice to this. It's very stylized and hip for 1990, whatever. But I really like this movie.
Gina, did you see this one?
I've never seen it. In fact, not until this moment did I even know James Gandolfini was in it.
Oh, yeah?
I had no idea.
Chicks hate submarine movies.
It's true.
That's a fucking fact. They
I
hate
concur.
them.
Yeah.
They have no
Looks
interest.
boring and dirty and probably a lot of like sepia tone.
It's
Yeah,
sweaty.
a lot
They're
of
sweaty
natural
too.
lighting.
Yeah.
The guy who's
Yeah.
pulling the balls here tonight, Chuck Frosty Freeze, 19-year Submariner. Or Submariner,
right.
Sorry. We don't say Submariner. We say Submariner.
Now that's hot.
All right.
I did mention uncredited rewrite by Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, that's
All right.
right. Yeah, so it had a lot of flavor in it from Tarantino.
Pop culture references that had no place in the movie.
All
Oh,
right.
wait, does that mean they dropped a lot of hard ends?
Actually, no.
Oh, good.
I will say 77.
Hold on.
All right. Don't go. By the way, I'm way behind, so don't worry about me.
Okay. I'm a little lower. I really like it, but I think it was just too hip and too stylized for the critics. I went 66, barely fresh.
I know nothing about this movie. I wanted to take a few points off because it looks like it came out in the summer, and it seems like
yeah.
maybe more of a blockbuster. popcorn.
Big time.
But I went against my own better judgment. I don't know, good cast, boring. Critics like those things. I said 81.
Oh my! I'd love it if you were right. I'd love it.
Crimson Tide is certified fresh
Yes.
at 88%.
Uh-oh. And the people have it at 83. Ah, Gina, Brian, you guys are all knotted up.
Loser has to see Crimson Tide.
Our final film is Denzel's final collaboration with director Tony Scott. It's this locomotive thriller about a veteran train engineer butting heads with a young conductor as they try to stop an out-of-control train headed for citywide devastation. Co-starring Chris Pine, Rosario Dawson, and T.J. Miller from 2010. Unstoppable.
Can't be stopped.
It's right there in the title.
I saw this one in the theater. It was entertaining. I don't know. There's been too many movies about trains that can't be stopped. I just feel like this one.
There have?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
They have the Silver Streak, Runaway Train, and 27 others I can't recall. But if I was,
So this is basically Speed with more wheels.
yes,
A lot more.
yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm out of this
No
game.
terrorists.
It was fun to watch. I say 67.
Oh.
Your score?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No.
Okay.
Please.
This wildly exceeded my
Oh,
expectations. This is a very good movie. I went 87.
Okay. Well, this will decide the winner. I am looking at the poster, which looks like dog shit.
I saw the same poster. I'm like, I'm seeing this piece of shit.
And this is where the winner is decided. I know nothing about it. Looks shitty. I said 33.
Oh,
No. This is at least 75.
Come on. Look at the poster. He looks like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it does.
We have a 5-point deduction.
Oh.
Woo!
Unstoppable is certified fresh
This is for you, Seattle. Washington.
at 87%.
Oh, that was it.
Wow, swished from half court.
By the way, Gina, I feel like you're basing too much on the poster. And I just wonder if this infects other facets of your life. Like when there's a picture of a cat that's missing, do you go, I don't like the font?
Yeah, things got mange.
It's like you're in my house right now. Andy would say the same thing. You gotta stop. But I've never heard of this. The title's stupid, and they do look like they're from the Polar Express.
Everything she just said is correct. I saw the same poster, the same trailer, the same everything. I'm like, I'm not seeing this piece of shit. And it ended up being really good.
Well, obviously this game doesn't count anyway because you're out of town.
All right,
You guys want to hear
well,
some scores?
I think Gina may have been ahead up until that, but
Yeah.
here we go.
Gina Grad, congratulations to you. About the 100th consecutive time you have made the podium. Your score just north of the century, 101.
I picked up 50 points the last one.
Indeed you did.
Holy moly.
Adam Carolla was out of it early on, but he kept on fighting.
The heart of a warrior.
That's the spirit.
Gina's loss was his gain. Adam, 97.
Yeah.
Edging Gina to either second or third place, but leaving us the bald one with the 5-point deduction
Slow
at
down.
the end.
Slow down. The people want to hear it.
Just threw up a Hail Mary. Landed it right on the numbers. Bald Brian, your score of 43.
Oh, yeah.
So it would not have mattered if Gina had gotten any closer. Congratulations, Bald Brian. You win the game.
Yeah.
It's the Rotten Tomatoes game. You know how we do it.
All right, should we do a little news with Gina Grad?
Let's do it.
Give me the news with Grad. News with Gina Grad. Breaking viral. Weird crime protest hunters. Give me news with Gina Grad. Stuff they saw on TMZ. Joe Biden. Coming out. Meet news with Gina Grad.
The news with Gina Grad.
Well, let's talk beautiful supermodels, shall we? Like the cream of the crop, Linda Evangelista.
Yeah.
She's done laying low after she was allegedly left disfigured by a cosmetic procedure. She's back in the public eye while her lawsuit proceeds. Linda filed a lawsuit last September alleging cool sculpting, quote, brutally disfigured her. We have a picture. In several places. She says she noticed bulges growing in various areas.
What
She
a
wanted to
pig.
shrink. I know, right? And she's intentionally avoided the spotlight since then, but now she tells People magazine, I'm not going to hide anymore. I hope I can shed myself of some of the shame and help other people who are in the same situation. That's my goal. By the way, that might not be the only goal. She is seeking no less than $50 million in the lawsuit for a little back fat.
Now, how old is she? Because you know my thing. My thing is when Linda Evangelista burst onto the scene, my number was pretty fucking low. Like my male FICO score, if you just could have my fucko score. Like I'm driving a fucking 4-cylinder Isuzu Trooper. I'm living with 4 dudes. We have no central air or heat. I'm getting $20 a class teaching boxing. I owe the IRS $5,700 and I'm paying them $19 a month. And just paying the penalties and the taxes on the $5,700 a month. Like, I'm about as low as I can get. And the chasm between Linda Evangelista and me in 1989 is pretty fucking spectacular. But I think I could fuck her today.
Your fucko score went up.
I do.
Hers took a little dip. She is 56 years old.
Okay, good.
Didn't fucko score direct training day?
Yeah. Fucko score. I do. I think there's people I've passed, like sexually. Like, I could bang any of the cast, any of the surviving cast of the Brady Bunch. I could do that. Legally. I mean, no one would think it was a fucking mercy fuck on their behalf. I could do that. I could do a lot of the ladies from Dynasty or Knots Landing. Many guest stars.
You really think you can score with Morgan Fairchild even today?
I didn't say the entire cast, Gina, but Charlene Tilton, for instance, put on a couple of pounds, getting a little long in the tooth, you know. Many people, alive and dead, who guest starred on The Love Boat. I think I could get to a lot of them. Maybe not dead. You probably shouldn't have said that out loud. In my mind, in my mind. But I'm just saying, when I was 14, I would go next door and I would babysit and I would watch all these shows and see all these beautiful women. I don't know, is Barbie Benton still alive? I could fuck her.
Oh,
I bet
Playboy.
she'd probably go, thank you. Thank you for doing that. Fine. So I'm saying I've crossed.
We'll see what happened. Yeah.
Well, look, there's people you went to high school with, you've now crossed. There was a chasm. But maybe you've gotten yourself in a different bracket,
I have a very personal one for you. So really think about this before you answer. Molly Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald? She would
That's right.
she would kill herself after, but first off, this isn't me talking, okay? Okay, it's mostly me. But I'm just saying, if we put together a tribunal and they were fair, you know what I mean? And they went, all right, what's Carolla? Well, she's got all his hair, fine. He's not technically fat. He makes a decent living, all right. He's okay. He's got a couple of cars, all right, fine. She's, singing cabaret gigs in Soho. Like, yeah, okay. I think the tribunal, I think they would sanction that. You know what I mean? Like, we would use that same group that decides whether you get the condo in New York. The co-op group that
Yeah.
What's your income? Do you make a lot of noise at night? How many pets do you have? Do you have a parrot? You know what I mean? Like, whatever they factor it in. I think Molly would fall under that. I think her sister Beth for sure. Her mom Adele. Her mom's name is Adele. I think, I know the woman.
That wasn't the shocking part.
Yeah. Look, I'm just talking here. Adrienne Barbeau. I think I could. I think the tribunal would see. I'd obviously have to make a case. Maybe grease a few palms. Put together a reel. You know what I mean? Hot points. Show me winning the Toyota Grand Prix. The celebrity version or whatever. Christy Canyon. That's a very valid point.
Oh yeah.
So,
Adrienne Barbeau, 76 years old.
yeah.
Young.
Yeah, 76 years young.
Now look, when she was 43, I wouldn't have tried to pull this off. I'm not a fool. And I would have said to her, look, Adrienne, I'm not going to waste your time or mine. But now that you're close to death, and I still have all my hair, and I just think it's time,
You old romantic.
Yeah, we'll put a list together. Wait, so Linda Evangelista, okay, she's on my list. Now, to be fair to Linda, if she wins this $50 million lawsuit, the deal's off.
She's back in the stratosphere.
Right.
She now shoots up ahead of me and can't fuck me now. So we're gonna have to kind of keep you posted.
That's fair.
Yeah, now if they settle and they don't divulge what the price is, then it's gut check time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now I have to kick some tires. I'll talk to Mark Garagos. Like, what's that smell like? We talking about 10 million or 4 or 5? Like, where are we at? 13? And then he'll go, why? And I'll go, don't fucking bother.
Yeah.
Just answer the
Take your best
fucking
guess.
question. All right, so she's suing. Is she kind of put back together now? She looked okay, right?
Yeah, I mean, as much as she'll show us, she, again, a little back fat. Who among us doesn't have it? But she says she has these weird bulges everywhere that they tried to cool sculpt her, and she's disfigured. I mean, and for most of us, she looks normal, which Linda Evangelista would think is disfiguring.
She looks like a pretty, 6-year-old woman or whatever she
Right.
is.
Yeah.
Now look, just to be fair, Cindy Crawford, no. She married a rich guy. She's selling the tequila. She's on TV every night talking about anti-aging using avocados or something, I do like
Her
those.
daughter, Kaya Gerber, never.
Oh,
In a million years.
No. My son's son maybe could beat off to her. Maybe. That's maybe.
You have to go to the same tribunal.
Yeah. Yeah, except for it's like the front row of a Gallagher concert. The beat-off tribunal. No, listen, I'm magnanimous is what I'm saying. I'm fair-minded, I'm magnanimous. I'm not a fool. I'm not going to, by law or by the order of the tribunal, get to have sex with Cindy Crawford. It's out of the question. I get it, but there are others that are within reach. That's all.
That's all you're saying.
That's all I'm saying. Sorry.
All right. Well, if you've been waiting for a fancy car, you might be waiting a little longer. You've probably heard by now. TMZ reports that a burning ship holding 4,000 cars, 1,100 Porsches, has been
Steady yourself.
in the mid-Atlantic after crews were evacuated. They didn't rescue the cars. They rescued the people. The ship departed from Germany, was scheduled to arrive in the United States. This big fire broke out. The 22 crew members were safely evacuated by helicopter. And the drive reports the ship was also carrying 189 Bentleys and just thousands of Volkswagens. The captain of the port in the Azores says the fire is active but under control. But yeah, I wouldn't expect that car anytime soon.
Oh, I heard about this, but I wasn't told there were beautiful German cars. Bentley, I think it's owned by VW, I think, and they
Really?
build them. Yeah, they're not... they don't like
That's
the...
like hearing that the Ritz-Carlton is owned by Best Western.
Yeah, I know. There's like, boutique beers that are owned by Budweiser, and they don't like to advertise it. But
No.
some conglomeration who owns VW owns Bentley as well, so that's probably why they were on the same ship. That's heartbreaking, man. I didn't know what was on the ship. I was like, God damn, I hope it's tofu or Kevin Smith DVDs or something, you know what I mean? Like something I really could do without, you know what I mean? Or you know, those posts that cats scratch on, you know, or something that doesn't, something that doesn't affect me directly, you know what I mean?
Right.
This is this is now
It's a heartbreaker.
Now an issue, yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Literally over 4,000 nice vehicles.
Jesus Christ.
We finally know who's hosting the Oscars. They're not doing the plan that we thought in studio was brilliant, which was keep it secret until the moment they walk out on stage. Not doing that. It's going to be a female trio this year. Regina Hall, she's from Girls Trip, a scary movie. Amy Schumer and Wanda Sykes announced on Good Morning America that they will host the 94th Oscars, which airs March 27th. So it's the first time ever there's been a female trio. Back in '87, the grand trinity of Chevy Chase, Goldie Hawn, and Paul Hogan hosted together.
Wow.
But this is the first time they've had three ladies. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right. I look forward to a nice N-word compilation that is going to hit the phones pretty soon with any of these. I like who do I like? Wanda Sykes is nice. I don't know. Was it Regina Hall? Is the other one?
Regina Hall and Amy Schumer. Wanda Sykes, better comedian than she is race car driver.
Oh my God. Wanda Sykes, yeah, she was in a celebrity race that I did, and I was in the pro division, so they started us 30 seconds behind the celebrities, and I still passed her on the first lap, which is hard to do in the exact same under-horsepowered car. It's like they're all the same car. Passed her, and we lapped her during the race. So yes, she's slow. And I know what you're saying to yourself, black, female, comedian, normally they haul ass on the racetrack, but not this time. All right, well that'll be interesting. I don't know. I don't like all the firsts, you know, where they do like the first trio, like everything is the first and the first transsexual model to go on the cover of Sports Illustrated. How about just the first to be fucking funny? How about that? Am I right, America? Thank you. All right, sorry, Gina.
That trans model on Sports Illustrated, fucking smoking hot.
The trans? Well, there's the one that has Down syndrome, right?
No, yes, we're not talking about her tonight. Oh my God.
Well,
I can't. It was too uncomfortable.
Okay, it's too uncomfortable, but all right, we're only gonna talk about her for 10 minutes, but here's what I'm saying.
Trans syndrome.
Trans syndrome. I love that movie. Well, show of hands, guys. Let's see if we can read the room. And Gina, you're going to learn a little something about the male libido here. There is a model we were talking about the other night with Down syndrome who was the first model for Victoria's Secret, was it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then
very good-looking girl.
And then there's the first trans female model for Sports Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated.
Okay.
Lena Bloom.
All right, we'll show you the two, but I just want to know, guys, show of hands. Who would rather have sex with the trans model versus the Down syndrome model? If you'd like, you have to pick one or the other. I know you're here with your wives and your significant others. This is a hall pass type situation. All right. Show of hands. Trans model. We got one of the workers here. Trans Trans. One in the back, two in the back. Two in the back. Trans model. All right, look, there's 300 people in this room. Maybe 180 of them are males. We have 2 hands up for the trans model. All right, show of hands for the Down syndrome model. All right, all the hands up. Oh, there you go. All right.
Can she give consent?
Oh, Brian.
Well, there you go, Gina Grad. Everyone wants to have sex with the special model.
God bless.
That's bucket list shit.
I didn't realize. God, that's great.
Now,
as long
would
as
you
she's
have-
cool with it? That's great.
Would you have thought, Gina, it'd be more evenly balanced?
I did. I
We-
really did. I didn't think it would be a blowout.
It was a blowout bar. I don't know what that
Wow.
means. It was a Brazilian blowout. All right, sorry.
It sure was. I think she actually might be Brazilian.
She is.
Maybe Puerto Rican. I can't remember. All right. Well, The Masked Singer, we've all heard of it. Our own Dr. Drew has been on it. And the first celeb eliminated from the upcoming season of The Masked Singer caused a little bit of a stir when his identity was revealed, and they're pushing this hard, so I think they want everyone to tune in for it. TMZ reports that when Rudy Giuliani emerged from underneath the mask, judges Robin Thicke and comedian Ken Jeong were reportedly so upset they walked off the set.
Oh, fuck you, pussies. You're so upset. Fuck you. Do your fucking job, you fucking pussies. You don't have to make a fucking... Not everything needs to be a statement. It's a fucking retarded show we stole from Korea. You fucking pussies get paid to flap your fucking flippers together, go fucking hammer your checks, you fucking sellouts. Sit the fuck down and do your fucking job. Jesus fucking Christ. You have to make a statement about everything all the time. You pussies feel like you're in danger, or it was just your fucking friends watching and you wanted to make a statement. Just fucking sit down and hammer your checks, or fucking get out and go do something. Go cut a hit album or come up with more comedy albums or whatever. But if you're gonna fucking get paid by the man, then put your fucking pussy ass down on the stool and do your fucking job. I'm so tired of everybody's making a fucking statement. Fuck you. Let's see it. And Rudy Giuliani sung Run, Joey, Run, too. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know that.
God, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah.
At what season was it? I know Sarah Palin was revealed to be on The Masked Singer before. I don't remember a walkout.
If you really hated Giuliani that much, wouldn't this be an opportunity to, like, blast him to his face, right? Like, roast him or something?
No, they're fucking hypocrite cowards. They're just making
That's
a
my point.
statement. Yeah, just fucking not. Look, you know, the whole thing about the Masked Singers, they do stunt casting. They're trying to get a reaction. They're trying to pull people from all walks of life. And fine, you disagree with the man. That's fine. But you don't have to fucking walk out like a fucking pussy. That's all. All right, sorry. We got one more, Gina. Do we have footage of it?
No, because they're teasing it. It hasn't
they're
aired yet.
teasing it.
The
Oh, okay.
season
All
will
right.
air starting March 9th.
By the
This,
way,
however,
how
yes.
much? When Giuliani pulled that big mouse head off his skull, how much fucking Grecian formula did he have? I mean, I saw that guy outdoors and he had 3 or 4 black streaks coming down his cheek, unhelmeted. I mean, somebody, they must have locked that shit up, right? Like, imagine the Grecian drip, right?
Oh, yeah. The inside of that head had to look chocolate brown.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more, Gina, and then we'll pull some balls up here.
Oh, good, because I have video of this, and I can't decide how I feel about her, but I think I love her. Police in Orlando have released body cam video of a bizarre chase through an airport. It involved a really drunk woman on top of a motorized suitcase. 32-year-old... It's great. You're going to love her. Hold on. 32-year-old Chelsea Alston was deemed too intoxicated to board her flight and was asked to leave the gate area. A police officer on a bicycle was called in to assist with the situation, and she immediately cursed him out, gave him the finger, took off on her suitcase, and she began driving away. Here's what that looked like.
We need you to go to the terminal.
Suck my. Suck my.
Suck my dick?
Okay, Chelsea. Just
Yeah.
go to the terminal. Okay. I'll help you. You guys are good.
She needs a charge on that thing.
Yeah, but apparently it ended up zipping pretty good. She did end up getting charged with battery after she spat at the police officer and caused $1,200 in damages to what? I don't know.
It's a suitcase.
Yeah.
I do like it when women yell, suck my dick. I do like that.
That's good.
I do too.
Now, occasionally, you know, if you're modeling for Sports Illustrated, you can pull it off. But it's rare.
Nice.
It's rare. It's rare. I just like it. You know what I mean? Like, there is no... Because I don't know, like, suck my dick is good, except for you don't have a dick, so it's kind of an empty threat. You know what I mean? And then you could yell, eat my pussy, but that's more of a call to action than it is a put down or a threat. You know what I mean?
That's a neighborly thing to offer.
Yeah. I do like it. You know, we have a new breed of citizen who does something like you get sauced on a plane or you get fucking totally out, and at some point, some voice of authority like taps you on the shoulder and tells you you've been overserved or you need to sit down, and your reaction is, I have to fight this person at the airport. I feel like the whole deal with authority my entire life was like, oh fuck, the cops are here. Like, dump the beers out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Run to whatever the joint, whatever's left of the joint, fucking eat it. Flush this shit down the toilet. It wasn't like the cops here. Good, let's all yell at them to suck our dicks simultaneously. Like, kind of lost our fear of authority. All right, Bald Bryan, Gina Grad, everybody, we will bid you adieu. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Chuck Frosty Freeze, Bald Bryan and Gina saying mahalo. I went down to the lobby of the hotel, and I had to get a cup of coffee because first off, you cannot fly from LA to Spokane. You have to fly to a real city. Well, no, not that you guys aren't,